Hi, everyone, and welcome to Module 4, Accessibility and Why Inclusive Slide Design Matters. This module is all about ensuring that the instructional slides we create work for all learners, not just some. Accessibility is a foundation for equitable education through intentional design. We're going to look at a small design decisions that make a big difference for students who may struggle with visual processing, attention, or reading, as well as other disabilities. Not all students can access content in the same way. This slide reminds us that approximately 15% of public K-12 students have disabilities and receive services under IDEA. But many students have needs that aren't formally identified, and poor slide design can create barriers for all of them. Poor slide design creates barriers that prevent students from fully engaging with your content. When slides are clearer and easier to process, learning becomes more accessible for everyone. This slide outlines the 5 foundational principles for accessible slide design. Color contrast. Text should stand out clearly from the background. Color only meaning. Don't rely on color alone to convey meaning. Font choices. Use clean, readable fonts without decoration. Alt text. Adding descriptions for meaningful images. And lastly, consistent layout. Predictable design helps students stay focused. These 5 principles are simple, but applying them consistently dramatically improves the usability and inclusivity of your slides. Color contrast, the foundation of readability. This slide emphasizes that high contrast helps everyone read better, not just, not just students with visual impairments. It also improves comprehension in bright classrooms and makes your text more accessible. The key idea here is make your text stand out clearly from the background. If your text blends in, the learning disappears with it. Accessibility barriers and common design problems. This slide highlights the most common issues that create barriers. Low contrast in color, color-only information, decorative or stylized fonts, missing alt text, and inconsistent layouts. These issues prevent students from accessing an equitable and accessible learning experience. The good news is every single one of these has a quick fix. Inclusive design supporting all learners. This slide makes an important point. Inclusive design benefits all learners, not just those with disabilities. It highlights 3 outcomes: universal benefit, equal access, and better learning. Microsoft found a 30% increase in usability for all users when inclusive design principles were applied. Accessible slides aren't just helpful, they're transformative. Before and after examples. So before, imagine blue text on a green background, decorative, illegible font as the title, then low contrast narrative font, no image descriptions. Students struggle to access the content. And then imagine a high contrast text, icons and color, clean readable fonts, alt text added, and all students can participate. This perfectly demonstrates how simple changes dramatically improve access. Here are some visuals for before and after. The left side shows a low contrast, a busy background, decorative text, and unclear hierarchy. The right side shows high contrast, clean layout, consistent fonts, clear hierarchy, and images labeled properly. The content didn't change, only the design did, but suddenly the learning becomes more accessible. This slide captures the heart of the module. So all students, not just some, can fully engage with your content and participate in learning. Accessible slides open doors. They remove barriers. They help every student feel included in the learning process. Take a look at your learning journey. This slide outlines your steps for the module. Explore accessibility principles and barriers. Evaluate slides for accessibility issues. You'll improve at least 2 accessibility fixes. And you'll apply inclusive design to your own instructional materials. This is exactly what your Module 4 assignment will be to help you accomplish. Let's get started. This is your cue to begin the module. As you move forward, remember accessibility isn't about making things fancy. It's about making learning reachable for every student. Let's get started.